Good evening, Randomania. Welcome to another match in the Zelda II Adventures of Link Randomizer MaxRando tournament. Tonight we have our semi-final match between tra1lz and jjschmidt77. My name is OPT Lawyer. Joining me in commentary today is Q-Lane. Q-Lane?
Hello, everyone. And you
This
tonight, OPT. We have an exciting game coming up. Finals of our semifinals match.
this
So
is
the
this
final
is
game
game
of two
yeah,
of
this is
three.
game 3.
Yeah,
The
game three.
decisive final game 3. Yeah, this is it. So basically, the other two games we just played were warm-ups. This is the match.
Yeah, the winner of this game is moving on to the actual finals of the tournament to see who's going to face off against Dig Shake and Unos.
Absolutely. So, man, we've seen two really nice races. Um, Last time, Trails could not find that flute, unfortunately, and didn't need it. But the match before that was super close. This is going
Uh,
to be exciting.
yeah, it could be pretty close. I'm not sure exactly what we start yet. I have not opened up the ROM seed. I believe you peeked at it,
I
so
have,
you have this whole spoiler alert for us, but you will
I
fill out the items as I guess we start here.
absolutely. Well, it looks we've got a few minutes to fill up here, so just real quick, just for anybody who's new, uh, Zelda 2 Randomizer, what it does is biggest thing is it completely randomizes the overall map. Nothing is where it is normally. You could have, a whole lot of swamp because Dig Shake likes swamp apparently. Um, you can have caves all over the place. And the items clearly are also randomized. They're not going to necessarily be inside of the palaces they're supposed to be or the locations they're supposed to be.
OPT, it'll be harder for you to think of things not randomized in this race tonight of this
Right.
MaxRando tournament, as every single thing should be randomized in the game, from stats to health to items to enemies. It will be
Exactly.
exciting.
Right. So the MaxRando takes all of the randomizer and just clicks yes. So the only thing consistent is the controls are still the same. That's about it. Enemies, they're all completely randomized. They're and big and small enemies are randomized too. So where you would normally have a little bot, you might have a red Dyra. You don't know.
Aspirations to grow up into something one day. JJ, you can't be loading your save states yet. You haven't even started the game. He just loads right up to the ending of the game. I win!
Right,
Haha!
yeah. Like, wait, how did you do that? We just rolled this seed. Anyway, the other thing Max Rando does is it randomizes our starting health. You could start anywhere between 1 heart container and 8 heart containers. Normally you start with 4. And we've seen some pretty devastating 1 heart container seeds, haven't we?
Yeah, we have JJ Schmidt has been notorious in this seat. I think out of his like 9 or 10 races, about 90% of them have been 1 or 2 heart container seeds. So he's no slouch to this.
Um Magic will always start with 4 magic containers. That is not randomized, but how effective each not only each magic level, but how effective each level is randomized. They might be, I believe it's between 50% to 150%, but you might correct me if I'm wrong on that somewhere in between
Uh,
there.
I would assume that's somewhere in the lines of correct. Usually most things are around that in the randomizer.
Right. So your attack might be really good or your attack might be really awful. You might get like 6 levels in your magic and still not be able to cast thunder. I'm just remembering the magic container percent seed we had a bit ago, where literally the thing our runners were looking for was 1 magic container to cast thunder because Thunderbird was required. Oh, right. That's another thing that's randomized, whether or not you have to kill Thunderbird in Great Palace.
Well, we're always hoping for the bird, so hoping for a good showing tonight. We get to see that thunder spell, a good takedown on all the bosses, and We'll see how fast both these players can go. I'm not sure how many gems they're going to have to place, but between 1 and 6 dungeons they'll have to complete before moving into the final dungeon. I mean, 0 and 6.
I was gonna say, is it really 1 in 6? Because we've
No,
seen
no,
some,
it's, yeah, 0.
seen some interesting.
1 if you include the Great Palace,
Right.
but
So
yes.
1 to 7 at that point. You have to complete that stupid Great Palace, get to Dark Link and beat him. By the way, we do have shortened Great Palace on. That does remove a certain amount of the rooms inside of Great Palace that really just have one way to go. No like uh 3 exits or anything like that. It's just you just have an exit and an entrance to the room. Some of those rooms have been eliminated, making Great Palace, you would think, shorter and easier, but as we've seen before, it doesn't really do that.
Not always. Yeah, it can shuffle things around a lot. Like, the game always tries to surprise you.
Indeed. But yeah, and that's the thing. So Thunderbird might be directly in the path um of Dark Link, and he might just be blocking a dead end. So that's why in Great Palace, we don't know what we're going to see. And we've seen Great Palaces that have taken runners like 20 plus minutes by itself just to complete, because that thing can be a complete and utter maze.
It can take about 5 seconds if the first room you run to is Dark Link on the right. It can take a nice 20 plus minutes if you take all the wrong turns.
So I'm talking a whole lot about Great Palace because, as it turns out, that's where we're going to be spending most of our time, as we don't have any gems in the seed.
No gems in the seed, but what do they start with? They may
they
have to find
they
things.
start with a raft and a flute,
So they're
and the
still going to
reflect
need to
spell.
find most likely a glove, a bunch of spells. They might need the thunder spell and
Yep,
boost themselves up.
absolutely. So it is almost guaranteed, not entirely, but almost guaranteed for the glove to be required inside of Great Palace, just the way Great Palace is with all the what we call waffle rooms.
Right. Cross is not a bad pickup for the beginning of the game. I guess you won't be using it a whole lot on the East, so maybe not so much in the zero gem seed, but it is nice so you don't get killed immediately by those invisible enemies.
Right. I think JJ has found the Parappa Pastor cave, so he'll be.
Let's talk about, I guess, these two players a little bit more. We got tra1lz and JJ. Both of them, like you said, are probably the closest in terms of skill to each other. They've been playing about the same amount of games, most probably games of anybody leading up into this tournament. And both of these two players were underdogs that I don't think anybody expected to get this far. And here they are.
Nice. JJ just found a heart container inside of the heart container cave.
And he's going to put that to use, hopefully, as the game continues. And tra1lz is going to pick up his first spell in Saria.
Now, I missed where the reflect spell was on the list.
Oh, you're going to find it in a few seconds when he gets his next spell.
Right.
Was that Bagu?
It was
JJ
Bagu.
already finding Bagu, which will give him access to the backside of Saria, the town that tra1lz is in right now.
We have a boulder blocked cave, too. Oh, that's fairy.
That's a good spell to have early, so that can get rid of some blocks. The last spell I guess they want to get is a Thunder. I think Reflect was in the second slot.
It was, so
So
we
they
do
already have
not
the Rudo
a
spell.
trophy. Yep. So we don't have a trophy.
And hopefully they don't need a trophy, ever. But we always want a long race. We want them to get all the items in the game. Full, all-out panic.
Full-out panic, nice. So, yeah, I mean, at the moment, we haven't seen any palaces yet, so... Great Palace can be anywhere. It's not just on the Eastern Continent in the Valley of Death in this. Great Palace is shuffled along with all the other palaces, so it could be right here, or it could be all the way over on Maze Island. We don't know.
Yeah, depending on where Great Palace is, they're probably just going to jump on and run right on inside, because it might not even be glove block. Like, they're missing the glove right now, which is perhaps the most likely item they'll need to complete the game. But it's quite possible the final dungeon does not require them to have it.
Indeed. I also think the players are at least attempting to get some. Oh, speaking of palaces, so that's Palace 3 or 6, and that's Palace 2 or 5. When JJ doesn't care which.
Yeah. It might be useful to strike the statue to get an early knight or something for some experience to level up, but he still can go over the east and grab the big 500 p-bags over there. He has a
Right.
raft.
Right, exactly. But as I was going to say, I think our runners are currently at least trying to get some levels because as much as some people would probably be crazy enough to do this, I think going in the Great Palace at like 1-1-1 is asking for death.
But if you just want to see if it's glove blocked or not, like if
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna run into the Great Palace as soon as you find it, probably in this seed right now, because like you don't want to leave that open. Like the very first room is Dark Link right there, and you just lose the
Right.
race.
That would be awful. Yeah, I've not actually gotten to see a Great Palace that short, but I have heard of Great Palaces that have lasted exactly 2 rooms.
Yeah, you play enough seeds and you'll see them.
I'm sure.
And you also get the seeds where he's in the very last room of the dungeon after every other possible path has been checked. That happens quite a lot too.
Right, yeah.
It's unfortunate demise there, but he still has 2 lives left.
This screen is awful, I must say. Holy crap. Look
at it's fair out of 10.
this. Fair out of 10. I like it. I appreciate that. All right, what do we got here? Oh, we've got shield from the place that gives you shield.
That's a good spell to have when you are low stats, low levels right now, because that could carry you a lot in the Great Palace or through the rest of the game.
Absolutely. All right, so hey, there's swamp. We always love to see more swamp in our swamp-filled world of Zelda 2. All right, and that's got to be okay. That's Ruto.
I'm not sure if tra1lz has found the 3rd dungeon on the west, but he's decided to opt on going right into the east. There's 4 other dungeons he can find on this continent, so he's going to maximize his possibilities, I guess, by running over.
Yeah, I don't recall him finding the 3rd one. Is that it there? Or no, that's the other 2 we saw earlier.
So he's going to find out some 500 p-bags.
And JJ has actually discovered that this is Palace 2. So he's going to go in.
Yeah, check for some drippers, easy experience, but I don't know, I might have warped out right after seeing that. We'll see if he gets something from this room here.
I think they did both pick up Fairy, right? Yeah, they did. Ooh, JJ with a timely life level up.
Yeah, very close to death there, but gets his life. Let's see if this orange guy gives tra1lz like 300. 100.
Just 100. Triple did just not bad early on, though, but you were kind of
You're hoping for the 300 from those guys.
Yeah. tra1lz has found... Oh, he's found one of the Eastern P-Bag Caves. Let's see what's here.
Death. That is what is there.
Yeah.
See if we can see what killed him this time. It is a Lizardphos, I think, and it's the red Lizardphos, I think, or the orange one, or something that's not orange in the cave.
Right. So we did pick up a magic container, so that is now 5 magic bars that tra1lz has, at least.
Now, this can always be a trap, like grinding for like these enemies by the drippers here. Like, you never know how long you want to spend on them. You always want to kind of be getting your XP as you're kind of exploring, because every second you're waiting here, your opponent could be getting ahead of you, like tra1lz is doing right now. So we'll see how long JJ opts to stand on the dripper here.
Yeah, doesn't feel like it's going to be long. It is unfortunate that's only 50. If it was like, and I've seen 300-point drip enemies before.
Like, he got his attack 2 level, he got his attack 3 level. I'd be happy with that. He probably may wait for 1 more, but otherwise, tra1lz is going to pick up another spell.
And JJ's going to get out of there.
Now, Trails is probably hoping for the Thunder spell here. He wants to fight the bird. He likes to fight the bird. You always want that
Right.
spell behind you so you don't have to worry about it ever again.
Alright, let's see here. I have to get life. That's not terrible.
Well, if it heals 1 bar, it's terrible. We'll see how many
That's
bars
right.
it heals.
That is right. We actually do have a randomized life heal amount.
Did Trails not cast life to heal, or maybe he didn't have enough MP to do so?
I actually doubt he has enough magic. I didn't see how much it cost, but just based
Could have
on what I
refilled
saw,
right there.
yeah, when I saw how much Reflect was, which is like 100 something at like.
Yeah, but Reflect is always stupidly expensive. Like, Reflect is
true.
almost in the same tier as Thunder most of the time.
Right, that is true. But life seems to be expensive at first. Oh, there's a 500 bag.
Oh, he's going to take the attack 3 right here.
Oh, absolutely. JJ taking a death to a red Dyra. Tails gets its magic too.
Lives up to its name.
Yeah. 150 points for that red Dyra though. Oh, Trails
He opts to take the life level instead of the attack level. We'll see if he can build up that 500 again pretty quickly. Meanwhile, Trails will pick up the other item in the other Eastern item cave here.
Well, life definitely seems to heal at least 3 bars, if not more than that.
Well, that's good for them.
Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Yeah, it's another magic container. Oh!
Well, that's one less spot where the glove could be. They are hoping to find the glove most of all, I think.
Oh, JJ has found the magic container cave.
Now, if this is the glove in here, Trails is already on the east. He didn't see this cave. What item could be found in this cave?
Yeah, that or the hammer to get the glove out of the boots.
That could be nice. That could be really helpful in helping him catch up. Like, he is a little bit lagging behind on the exploration compared to Trails. Those boots could be what helps him catch up.
Indeed. And we've seen the Trails just saw the Valley of Death and a town. He's gonna go towards the town. That's a very small Valley of Death.
Yeah, I would poke that Valley of Death immediately after checking the town here, so probably what he's gonna do. And she wants 7 containers.
Oh,
wow.
Come on!
Well, it could be one of those seeds where you need 7 magic containers to get the glove.
That's true. Man, what a ripoff, lady. Come on. He's got 6. That should be fine.
Well, maybe they'll give him spell here. He'll get his other item, which will be a magic container, and then you'll get the item. That's always good. That's great.
That is a very large graveyard. And it's a jump spell inside of,
I think they started this game with down stab.
They actually started with down and up stab.
Okay, so jump is not too important, but it does help in the Great Palace to avoid some rooms, especially when you're low on levels. It can help you avoid some enemies.
Indeed.
JJ Schmidt already in New Kasuto.
And Arona's doing a bit of a high five here as they pass each other.
That is a pretty short Valley of Death, but not the shortest. We have seen Valley of Death with no walkway paths.
Indeed. And there's still a forced encounter.
I think as long as there's like 2 straight tiles in a row, there will always be at least 1 encounter. But there might not be an encounter required to get to the Great Palace, depending on how the 9 tiles there spawn.
Well, that's Palace 4.
Now, if the glove is in a dungeon, they're going to have to go back through each and every other dungeon in the game probably to find it.
I know, right? JJ getting the information that he needs 7 magic containers, and he hasn't even picked up 1 yet, so he's still got to find the other 2 that Trails has. Meanwhile, JJ's going to go find out that, hey, Palace 4 is in the Valley of Death.
Oh, he makes the difficult jump. That is a really hard jump where you only have a few frames, but sadly an enemy was waiting for him on the other side there.
Didn't
Just like, nope.
did not happen. Trails saving or yeah, up and A and going back to start. Let's see where
Maybe
he
he's
goes
gonna
from
look
here.
for the other dungeon he missed. I think we missed one of the dungeons on the west.
I believe we have.
But this could give him a chance to pick up the item he missed, the boots.
Yes. Wait, is there 2 forced encounters on that tile? No. No, JJ just did not do the fairy feet glitch properly. Got it. There you go. Nicely done. Now, Trails is crossing over a bridge. He doesn't have the boots yet, so... Did he pick up the kid from Trophy Cave? I don't remember him picking up the kid from Trophy Cave.
I'm not sure which player picked it up. I know one of them did, so I didn't see which one, though.
Pretty sure it was JJ.
That Red Lizalfos is immune to attacks. jjschmidt will opt to take the 500p bag instead. Nice consolation prize.
Oh, hey, Trails from Medicine Cave. We've not seen that yet.
So this could be huge. We'll see what's in here. Across from the bridge. Will that be the key decision?
So I pretty much feel once you get Glove, you're just going to go looking for palaces at that point and looking for Great Palace. Because at that point, the only thing that's really going to be blocking you is Thunder, which you may or may not need. That's the medicine. Hey!
Well, they're probably not going to ever cash that in. We'll see if Trails does when he finds Mido. Or does he already have the spell in the 4th slot? We're going to find out.
No, we don't know the spell in Mido is yet. JJ getting another 500-point P bag.
And with that, that pushes JJ ahead in the levels now. He does finally have a level advantage, putting the jump spell to use and grabbing all of the P-bag encounters that he's found on the east.
The Trails finds... Alright, those are the 2 palaces we've seen before.
Right.
That's the 3 or 6 and then the 2.
So is the other dungeon that we're missing? Like, neither player has seen it. It could be tucked into a corner somewhere. And it could be the Great Palace. Like, it's becoming more and more likely as the game goes on. But it's probably likely that you have to go up from the side of the continent with the boots to get it. Because it looks like you may have to walk along the shore. Trails does not have the boots.
Trails has not had the boots yet. Oh, Castle Life. Oh,
Everything makes it off the screen.
I feel like that saved his life there. I could be wrong, but...
I don't think the bubble would have killed him, honestly, but if the red diver hit him, then he would have been toast.
Right, oh, there we go.
Now he will pick up his boots, okay.
Yep. Now, JJ is going on a water walking adventure over here. Oh,
so JJ didn't pick up the medicine in the cave that was next to this, right?
No, he did not pick up the medicine.
Okay. Because the 2 item caves, these 2 are pretty close to each other. This one should have the boots, right?
Yeah, that one's got the boots. JJ just found the desert heart container on the east, which just had a pea bag. Okay. There's the other 3 or 6. JJ not gonna look for the items in
at this point, yeah, you probably should just check for both item spots. You mostly are likely going to need the glove, but he's probably just going to check for the Great Palace and continue moving along. He still has to find the water tile, so there's a free item there, and 2 item caves on the east. He hasn't found the 2 item caves with the magic jars.
Well, we just got the fire spell. And I don't...
I'm not sure what it is. It could be like reflect or something. It didn't seem to change his color.
Didn't make him jump higher. See if
he'll have to cast on the enemy to see if it hurts them or it does something.
If we have Fire Thunder.
That would be exciting indeed.
Amazing. I love Fire Thunder. Trail's picking up a shield spell. Be happy to have that. I am surprised JJ didn't bother looking for the 2 items on Maze Island. I don't know why. It's just strange to me. Oh gosh. JJ never picked up the cross, so he's running into the invisible. No, he must have picked up the cross. No, he did pick up the cross.
Well, we just saw him in Old Kasuto. We couldn't see the enemy that was hitting him, so he doesn't have the cross. I think only Trails picked up the cross.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I mean, it was that grass spot. We just found level 1.
So here's the thing. If you checked Maze Island, you would know whether you had the glove or not. Then you could decide whether to jump in to look for the glove in Palace 1. We'll see if he's going to do that right now. Okay.
So, 100% we can now guarantee that Great Palace is the third palace on the Western continent that we have not found yet.
Right. So we've seen the 4 on the east, so okay.
Yep, we've got 3 or 6 in the east. We've got Palace 5 in the east, and then on Maze Island, Maze Island has the 3 or 6, and then the east is 1 and 5. And then on the west is 2, and then the other 3 or 6 that no one's gone into for us to check. By the way, we found a point bag as our first item in Maze Island.
Okay, so Trails does pick up his child. That solves the mystery of who had the child before.
Right.
So now we know. But yeah, this is going to be this whole race right now is most likely a race to find the glove. Both players
the Great Palace.
Well, okay, they have an idea where the Great Palace is, but you don't want to go reset back to the game to run all the way to the Great Palace and then find that your glove blocked. So like,
right,
he's probably going to check as many items locations that are close to him proximal that you can get to before bothering to check there. You just don't want to make a double trek.
Yeah, right. But what I meant is like we still haven't even seen it. Like that to me is a little strange. That I feel like we've done a lot of JJ specifically did a lot of exploring over on the.
Well, he didn't explore the west a whole lot with the boots. Like, JJ missed a few caves on the west. It's possible that with the boots... oh! Is that it in the corner on Trails? Remember I said it was probably in the corner? Is this it?
Yeah, let's see. Oh, that's it. That is definitely it. That's 100% it. There it is.
We are about to find out if this is blocked or if Dark Link is free right out in the open.
So, I don't think JJ bothered to find the second item on Maze Island. I feel like he went in, got blocked by a bunch of other encounters and then didn't bother going back for it.
Yeah, he wasn't able to fairy feet to the one encounter that he wanted to. Instead of resetting his MP and trying again, I think he's just going to move on here. Probably look for the water tile, the 2 item caves still left on the east. He has a few things left to find.
Ooh, Trails taking that room is not cool. Trails taking a death, his last death. Game overs, but starts right back up, so
yeah,
not much lost.
He's got the shield spell. He's got jump. He's got a lot of health there. Like, even though his levels are low, he should be fine as long as he plays smart.
Mm-hmm. So Trail's gonna go ahead and to the right here, or the left.
Left.
He's going left now. Did go right, now he's going left.
But he has lots of options. He's probably going to like that. It's not like he runs in and you hit an immediate dead end. But we'll see if these options pan out for him. Because if they all lead to dead ends, that's a lot of time that could be wasted here.
Yeah. Yep, there's one room we can't get through.
It's going to be interesting to see where Trails goes from here. Does he run back? Because he knows he's probably going to need the glove if he gets blocked in the Great Palace. So we'll see where he decides to take his exploration. Meanwhile, JJ is still continuing to look for the item caves on the east. He will pick up his magic containers when he does.
Trails finding yet another tea room. Oh, that's the
Was that a loop?
That was a loop, apparently. That or he just left. I'm not sure which.
I thought he went left up the elevator and then it brought him right back to start or something. But I guess okay. He is gonna move on. He finds out that he does require the glove.
So we do have
JJ will pick up his 5th magic container here. Both players are pretty close to being even right now. JJ has a level lead. Trails has a magic container lead. But JJ does have also the boots.
Well, I think they both had the boots now.
Oh, did Trails recently just pick them
Oh
up?
yeah, he picked them up a little bit ago. But so the Trails has the advantage of actually knowing where Great Palace is, but it's really going to come down to who finds that stupid glove first, and that could be anywhere at this point.
Yeah, there's still quite a lot of item locations to check. They haven't checked any of the dungeons for items yet. They have a handful of other world map items, like Death Mountain might not even be the worst play right now. You have, well, they don't have the hammer, but
Oh,
you might
yeah.
be able to have the boots to find the hammer cave.
I'm still surprised JJ doesn't have the cross. The grass spot was like right out of the start.
Yeah, his very first Tau, he walked down while Trails walked up to get the item, so it was pretty silly, but it's the way it goes sometimes. JJ was in Palace too, but I'm not sure if he fully explored all the routes he had. I know he ran into one dead end. I'm not sure if it was fully blocked off. You couldn't go in any other directions.
Trails finding Maze Island and just jettisons immediately. Oh, probably because he wanted to check that desert spot.
Now, Trails will likely pick up both items here on Maze Island, and if it is the glove, JJ will be sorry for missing it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's Death Mountain. JJ's gonna go ahead and check one cave and leave. Okay. Good talk. Oh, the JJ is gonna go ahead and find his cross. Hashtag where's the power glove? That's what we're talking about right now. So is Great Palace just north of Start?
It might be in the northwest, like tucked right there. No, it was in the northwest somewhere, but it might be right up there.
JJ found Mido, but he doesn't actually have the medicine.
Yeah, he's missing the medicine, so he can't cash that in. Trails can cash it in, but will Trails find the other drop? He does, and it is!
Let's see. Tension, tension, tension. Get out of the way, Lizalvos. Ah, it's a point bag!
Yeah, but he gets his levels off of it, so okay. Moving on. Was that worth 50 point bag?
100.
Yeah.
No, that was...
No, I think the 150 was the Lizalvos. The 50 was the point bag.
50 point... Oh, gosh. So it was a small item shuffled into the other items. Oh.
Yeah.
So... Well, I don't think he's found the second item yet, so... But if I remember correctly, that was also a point bag.
It was also a point bag.
So... Trail's not going to be happy with what he finds there. JJ in Medicine Cave, I believe. Yeah, this is Medicine Cave. So he's going to pick up his medicine from Medicine Cave.
So it looks like, I'm not sure if they've grabbed the item off the water tile, if they found that. Have we seen the water tile?
I did not see JJ find it.
Yeah, so that's the last free item that we're pretty much missing on the overworld. It's just the water tile. Otherwise,
Well, then
we
we
jumping
haven't
into dungeons or Death Mountain.
We haven't seen the Western P-Bag Cave.
Yeah, there's the one, what do you call it? There was hammer blocks, so they can't go through that cave yet.
Yep. That's right, there was one. There was a hammer block cave, so that's it.
Oh man, Rose City gambling on the glove in P5. Always a solid bet. Oh.
Yeah, there's the other point bag. At least that one's 500. Doesn't even get Trails a level. And JJ's gonna go ahead and turn in the medicine. And he's gonna get... Oh, it's Thunder!
So that's nice to have. Now he doesn't have to worry about looking for spells anymore.
That's true.
Well, actually, He may have to cash in the child to get the spell to cash in the spell for the item Anuka Pseudo.
That is also true, because that might be either the glove itself or like the magic container that gets us the glove itself. So that could still be very important. In the meantime, JJ is doing some overworld exploring. I think he's focusing on finding the third palace on this continent. Meanwhile, Trails is, he's just exploring. Don't know what his plan is next. Those blue, Octoroks are immune from damage, it looks like. Well, you need fire damage, but no one actually wants to cast fire to kill anything. I wonder what Trails' his plan is.
His plan is to find the flute just like last seed. Check all the item locations.
But he has the flute.
He could use another flute.
Right.
Alright, I don't know, maybe he's looking for Death Mountain right now. Maybe he does want to find out where the Hammer Cave is. It's either that or go into dungeons. Like, do need another magic container if he wants the item Anuka Pseudo.
I think he's on the east, though, isn't he? Or is he in the west?
He's on the west. Wait.
Oh, that's the east.
That's the east,
definitely
okay.
the east.
Wait, where are the enemies? He's just kind of that guy?
Oh.
Man, this water tile, it is hidden. It might be in a segmented part of the continent, requiring them to go through a cave.
I'm pretty sure that is what he's looking for at this point. He's digging the east hard for that. It is one of the last. It is like the last free item that we've got.
Yeah, but the same thing is on almost from JJ too. He is scouring the west right now. He is looking for the last dungeon. He has no idea where it is. And there it is. He finds it in the very corner, tucked in the map. And he is going to find out that he is blocked very shortly as well.
Yep, JJ has found the Great Palace.
Right now, if I'm Trails, I'm thinking Palace 1, Palace 4 right now for easy item locations or grabs, or Palace 3. You can usually go through those pretty quickly, find the item, and see what it is. He might be looking for Darunia, though, to cash in and get Spell.
Very true. So DJ Louise is asking, can the water tile be in water? And actually, no, it can't, because all special tiles are completely surrounded by the same type of a different tile. So the water tile will be surrounded in 8 directions by either desert, swamp, grass, or even a path, I think. I'm not sure I've ever seen that one before, but I guess it could happen. But you will never see the water or any special tile inside of...
Yeah, I've never seen a connected water to a water tile. I've never seen that generate before. I have seen tiles like spawn next to the same type of tile, like very, very rarely, like glitch, so it's probably not going to happen, but for the most part, all tiles that have things on them are going to be surrounded by another tile of another type. And there's JJ opting through his little loop here. He's just going to run to, I think, his last dead end, and...
JJ is going to leave the Great Palace, so he's going to be on the hunt for the glove, too.
And so where does he start right now? Like, I'd probably run right over to the east immediately, kind of like what Trails is doing. We'll see if he decides on something different.
Yeah, gosh, I don't even know. I know he took a peek into Death Mountain at one point, but I don't
It
know
might have
if
been just to
that's...
find out where it was, or to see if that was an item cave. But
Yeah. No, I mean, like, he went in, he looked at, like, one... Oh, wait, there's Darunia, and Trails says no. Wait, now he's going back.
Yeah,
Here we
you
go.
do not want to get screwed here. You are missing the glove. Item locations are going down. JJ is going to try his hand at either 3 or 6. Hopefully for him, it's 3.
I think that's 3. Oh, that's right. We don't have any kind of keys. I think this is 3.
No, it's 6.
No, it's 6.
Yeah.
All right, so. Oh, Trails found the spell. It's
Well,
in Darunia.
we knew the spell was going to be in Darunia, and
That's true.
he should have picked it up. But that's going to allow him to grab the other item in Nukasudo, so he might make a run back there. But this is also the segmented side of the island. Like, JJ never found Darunia. This could be where the water tile is. Check in the top east. He's not going to check the very eastern corner, is he? Did he already see it? Like, the water tower should be up here where Trails is right now.
Right. There it is.
There it is.
All right. Moment of truth here. There it is!
Wow!
There it is! There's the power glove! Trails immediately saves, quits, and goes back to start. He's on his way. JJ contemplating if he wants to go back into 6 or not. He's leaving.
I wouldn't go into 6. But we'll see where he wants to go from here. Will he make it his way over to the east, looking for Darunia and the water tile? He knows he's missing those 2 items, just like Trails, or locations.
But Trails doesn't have the Thunder spell.
Oh, right. So, yeah, he didn't cash it in from Mido yet.
Not yet.
We'll see if he cashes in along the way, or if he
Right.
goes right to the Great Palace. He knows he doesn't have the Thunder, so he might look for it. Like, right now, Trails' levels should be fine to handle whatever's thrown at him in the Great Palace. He has a few extra magic containers and an extra health container here. So, he should be able to get through pretty quickly as long as he's not blocked and he plays well.
No, they have the same amount of magic health containers.
Oh, that's a good cave for JJ to find.
Yes, it is.
Well, it is if you're Trails, but like
Right.
for JJ now, not the cave you want to see.
Not quite. Trails is gonna go up in the Great Palace. Gosh, those things hurt.
Oh yeah, the eyeballs and like anything on the east really hurts when they hit you. You'll notice like all the enemies hit you for more. Like the bats will hit you for more than the bats from the west.
Right.
So you got to be careful with some of the enemies. Like these dark caves, the worst enemies are those eyeballs that are invisible right there. Those things would take like 3 to 4 life bars off you when they hit you.
Yeah, those are not fun. So Trails back in the Great Palace here. Oh my gosh! Okay, those knives, those daggers hurt.
Was it the knife that hit him? Like usually
so.
the knives hurt less than the or does he just have a really weak life roll in the Great Palace?
Maybe I didn't see it properly because it happened so quick. But I swear that was just getting hit by a dagger. But that could just be.
They hurt you more when they actually physically run into you with their body. So if it took like almost 4 bars with the beam, well, if he body checks you, that could be just lights out.
Absolutely. JJ finding a magic container, so he's got all the magic containers that Trails has. Fortunately, he's missing the one thing that he really needs right now, and that's the.
But he's checking caves. Like he just went to the other cave to pass through, so he's likely to find the segmented extension soon if he continues doing what he's doing.
Right. So Trail's making his way through this what we like to call waffle room. Oh, there's a bird. Always gotta have birds in your waffle rooms, otherwise it wouldn't be fun and exciting, now would it?
He handled the room quite well, didn't take a hit.
That was very nicely done.
And he's moving on through.
That was very nicely done indeed. Okay, so we come to, I believe this is called the Jackamus room. This is a branching pathway, so Trail's deciding to continue going to the left.
You know, next generation meta strategies, finding this drop is nice. That's actually a good left
Wow.
to take. That's probably the best left you could take.
Oh gosh, those bullets!
He just couldn't afford the shield of the life spell. He's just like, no, it's not going to happen.
Right. So, this is what we like to call the L7 room. For reasons that are fun.
But it didn't loop back into itself, so it's not the it's not the true L7.
That is always hilarious, absolutely. I've had that happen way too many times. Trails in a room that doesn't technically require upstab, but pretty much want it for that one. Oh, JJ going into one.
You either need upstab, jump, berry, or you're going to be having fun trying to break the blocks with your sword.
Hey, Colleen, guess what we found?
What did we find?
We found the top of the L7 room.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the L7 room drop sort of led to the top of the L7 room. It was just you had to go an extra room or so.
Yeah, like those Mr. Burns like chutes in his mansion there that lead you all the way back.
Indeed. So real quick, I want to give a shout out to our restreamer Shylasia. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Thanks for putting this on, man. Thanks for getting this on the air. It's awesome. We would be nothing without our restreamer, so thank you very much.
Yeah, appreciated Shylasia.
Thank you. Trails has found another T room, although with the
he barely scared of getting hit by that bird. Just barely walks under him. That bird would have hurt a lot. And he is on his last life. I think he's on his last life. He doesn't want to die.
Well, JJ did find the item room here. That's good, so he's not going to spend any more time here. Once it gets past this, or doesn't get past that. Did we ever figure out what the fire spell was?
No, I don't think we did. He only casted it once when he was in, I think, Old Kasuto.
Well, hey, there's our 7th magic container.
Well, he might cash that in.
He might. Alright, so Q-Lane, or Trails, hi Q-Lane. Trail's still going through his, Great Palace here. He's in the fairy room trying to edge this.
We'll see if he tries to go left here. It is always left from the fairy room. We'll see if Trails knows the game well enough to know that.
It's always left. He's going left.
Always left. Yes!
In case you were wondering why Trails is shooting out, wizard spell. Oh no! Oh no!
Okay. Maybe he'll opt to go down this. Oh no!
I was about to say, if you wonder why he's shooting those out, he has a sprite shuffle on. It's just cosmetic. It does nothing actually. Oh, JJ's going back into Maze Island to find the other item here, which thankfully he just found. I think this is going to put him on the path, though. I think oh, that was a 50-point back to.
Yeah, that was the 50-point. Oh no, he's back, resetting back to start.
Oh no.
I'm not sure where he's going to check next. Maybe Death Mountain?
I almost guarantee he's going towards Death Mountain. I don't see why else you would do that unless he didn't think about it when he up and aimed, which is also entirely possible. As he's following the water, he may just be going right back to the east.
But, this isn't, a free seat for Trails, even though he's found the glove. He has to stay alive and get all the way to, Dark Link, and it didn't look like Dark Link was close or early by, so he's gonna have to run through a bit of the dungeon.
Yeah.
Probably go down from the Jackamus room this time through.
Yeah, it looks like our life levels are very, not helpful, should I say. Plus, we're only at life 4.
Helpful.
Life spell is helpful, but our
now,
life level.
The cost of life spell, if you look at JJ's screen compared to Trails, it's a bit cheaper from JJ, I think, 30 something. So that Magic 5 does make a huge difference.
Absolutely.
This room sucks here, but there is a jar on the other side if you can live. If.
Yeah, big if. Well, Trail's taking a death in this horrible room, but it is going towards the right. I completely missed what JJ picked up.
It was a heart container.
Heart container.
So here's the thing, even though JJ is not in the Great Palace, he's picking up all these items that are going to help him, like, just walk right through the Great Palace. Like, he's going to have a lot easier time than Trails whenever he gets there. So Trails has to kind of make use of this time while he has it. Because once JJ finds that glove, then he's going to hightail it really fast.
Thunderbird.
Yeah. Thankfully for Trails, there is a magic jar in this room, so he can farm that out, get his MP back.
He doesn't have thunder. He doesn't have thunder.
But he has fire? Maybe?
He has fire, but we don't know what fire is.
Oh, wow.
He doesn't have thunder.
Missight from Trail is not picking up thunder from Mido.
I'm sorry, no, I don't think he even has fire.
He does not have fire or thunder. Poor guy.
He doesn't have either one. I mean, we don't know if thunder is fire, but I mean, at this point, you would just go in there, cast it, and pray to God.
This could potentially be huge. Like, maybe like what 8 out of 10 or something that the Thunderbird is not required, and that's just a dead end right there that he doesn't need to waste his time on. Perhaps it could be.
Oh man, JJ is gonna kick himself when he finds out where the glove actually is at. But, oh, that's a little digger.
That'll help Trails clear out the rest of the dungeon. Like, he should be able to make it through the rest before running out of lives to find out if he's blocked or not.
Oh man, can you imagine if this being a Thunderbird required seed? JJ fighting the boss of Palace 4, he's got the reflect spell, but there's no reason to kill him, so...
Yeah, you're not going to level up again at this point.
No. And so Trails is going to go back to the point of his last demise and see if he can make it through.
Down or left from the fairy room? Well, that left is going to definitely take you down to the right or a drop or something, because we've already seen the one-up room.
Right. Now, remind me if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the item room in 4 comes in from the right?
Yes, the item room in Palace 4, 3, and 6 are leading from the right.
Gotcha. Well, JJ's got to go through. Oh my gosh. And he finds a dead end. Which means he's
We got a bullet hell on Trails' screen here, with the bullets and the spicy chickens and all the fun.
That is Lag City waiting to happen there. Well, we got another drop room. This one, I'm not sure if you want to see drops or not, because those could take you
anywhere. No, you want to see, kind of want to see a drop right there.
Yeah, because that's going to take you... This room obviously has to take you to the right, so... And it can't just be a dead end, because
it's very likely Dark Link is right here.
And it's not...
Or right next to this one. He's going to check right first. He's not going to take that drop, so he doesn't want to come back.
Right.
It is possible Dark Link is right here. It has happened.
Oh dear, it's
fun. Oh no, I would check that fun room before doing the drop. Trails, you know it's difficult to come back here. But Trails is like, nope, we're doing it.
Here we go. That's another one of those drop rooms, so this is entirely possibly Dark Link. And it is!
Oh! The next generation meta strategies from Trails.
Nice. And barring some very, very catastrophic things happening right here, this is going to be Trails taking this and moving on to the finals of the tournament.
Which will be against either Dig Shake or Yuno. So I believe they have their first game tomorrow, but let's see them close it out here. They are under, what's the timer at? 47 something?
congratulations to Trails. He finishes in first place with an official SRL time of 47 minutes and 43 seconds.
GG, Trails. I think JJ just paused his game to see that. Probably, yeah, there's the GG. Both players know. We'll see if Trails wants to jump in here.
Oh, I guarantee you he does. Kind of surprised he's not already in here.
Right, so we will try and get Trails in here. He will join us. Trails loves to join the commentary, but maybe JJ will join us as well.
Wow, what a seed. That silly power glove. It's always the power glove, except those times when it isn't, but still.
But, like, yeah, I handed JJ. He picked up a lot of items in the seed. He covered a lot of ground. He didn't check the one spot. Usually that's all it takes in a randomizer match to cost you the entire game, just missing the one location. But Trails, he played very well tonight. He played very consistently, walked at a brisk pace, and found just what he needed to get through the game and complete it. So congratulations to him. We'll try and get him in here.
JJ has, in fact, forfeited from the race, so GG to everybody. That will do it for the race. Let's get our people in here and let's talk about it for a bit. We are already joined by Trails.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right, how you guys doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. But first of all, congratulations. And we're also joined by JJ Schmidt. JJ, good playing, man. Unfortunate fortunate location of the power glove.
Which was the water tile, if you haven't found it yet. It was in a segmented side on the east. You had to go through a cave, and you just didn't find the right cave to go through.
That's kind of, I was looking for
the
that water tile, but couldn't find it.
Yeah, it was also right next to Darunia. Both of them were kind of like sitting next to each other in the corner of like the map, with what you need there. But
Man, I
not
was
a bad
shaking.
time. You
I
guys,
was-
Echo.
Man, I was shaking in my boots, man. I took that gamble going east early, and I went into GP without the glove, saw that there was a glove block, and then I went in there afterwards without Thunder. And then I ran into T-Bird. I was like, oh, man.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So
I thought
Thunder,
I was behind the whole time.
So Trails, you didn't pick up the Thunder spell. Thunder was in fact in Middo.
Okay, I grabbed the medicine. I just never turned it in.
Right.
I felt really behind.
JJ, do we know what fire was?
Fire was shield.
Shield, yeah.
Oh, was Shield. Okay. We missed that.
Well, it's kind of hard to see with the dark, not avatar, if it changes
Yeah.
colors. Maybe vary ever so slightly. But congratulations to both of our runners. You were first to enter the finals, Trails. You were the Highlander, leading the hill this entire tournament above everybody else. How does it feel to be moving on into the finals?
It feels all right, man. But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna win. But I'm gonna try.
You're gonna take a game at the very least. Like, I have faith that you can take at least one game here, but you never know. You might just take 2 games. This is the nature of the rando, right?
Yeah. I just need to play, and I'm not. I'll hope for the best, but expect for second place or whatever.
Who are you hoping to face more, Yunos or Dig Shake? Who are you putting your money down on the line to fight?
I don't know. They can rock paper scissors for it. I'll face either one of them. But it doesn't matter to me. They're both, I would say, equally as scary as an opponent. So
no doubt, no doubt. They are scary. So I guess let's talk more about this seed here. The Great Palace location hidden on the west. It took both of you quite a while to find it. You were running around all over looking for it.
It didn't take me that long once I got to the southern section of the western continent. I went east before I went south in the
Yeah, and you
western
didn't find
continent.
the boots. JJ found the boots pretty early, so he was doing some exploring, but he missed some item caves on the west, and he was jumping back and forth here.
Yeah, man, I'm really fortunate because I took some really big gambles, man, and you know, I don't know. I could have really. I mean, I don't
You
know.
could have been jumping through all the palaces like JJ here looking for the item. Like I think JJ went into Palace 6, 4, 1. Which ones did he? Is that the ones?
I did the same.
Two. I jumped in all of them except 3, really.
I did the same thing the last race when I was looking for the flute. Remember, I thought that the River Devil was blocking Maze Island, which was GP, but in fact, Maze Island was in the bottom right-hand corner of the Eastern Continent the whole time. So I get that play. I made the same play last race. I mean,
we were wondering if the new Kasudo lady 7 magic containers was going to block the glove again. We were wondering and hoping just a little bit, but it was not meant to be in this seed. What was she guarding for the 7 containers? I don't think
It's a
we'll
heart
ever
container.
find out. Oh, a heart container? JJ grabbed it then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to most places. I figured there had to be a corner of the east left because I would have taken the spell to check that item spot too. So I figured there was a chunk left I hadn't found.
Can I just mention, I've been watching both of you guys, players. You've been playing a long time. Well, not a long time, but you've been playing a lot of games since the last term, like over the last 6 months, 5 months. You two have probably put in the most games over anybody for Zelda 2 Randomizer. I'm not sure anyone who's put more games into both of you, as you two are pretty much the closest and skilled together. So this was pretty exciting to cast all of these games. I couldn't really predict either way which one of you was going to win.
actually, today is my 4-month anniversary. I've been playing this game for 4 months.
Nice.
Happy 4 months. See, only 4 months to get to the finals of the Zelda 2 tournament. Chat, you're not that far behind. Jump in, join up.
It'd be a good time to join up too because we've got the Swiss tournament coming up. So there'll be easier seeds played a lot more frequently this month, I think.
Yeah, that's at the end of July or something that's starting.
Yep.
Which is a more regular, not completely MaxRando seed. It is more of a fair standard seed where you have to place all the crystals in the gems, so it'll be much more back to normal play. But for now, we are still continuing on with this MaxRando tournament. I think tomorrow we have our game between first game between Dig Shake and Unos.
Yes, we do. That is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
That's going to be such a good race, man. Those guys are so good at this game.
Absolutely. Then I don't think they've scheduled game 2 yet. So we'll have to figure out when that's going to be. But yes, game 1 tomorrow, again 3 p.m. I think Randomania 2. I'm not entirely certain. We're still dealing with the schedule. They just scheduled it like this evening, so we're gonna figure out where it'll be. But keep an eye on the Randomania schedule. We'll figure it out.
I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to run all 3 back to back to back. I'm pretty sure they've done that before.
Yeah, we were wondering about that.
That'd be a thing.
I'm not sure if we have anything else coming on after this broadcast tonight, or if we're hosting anybody else, or if we're moving on to something.
Now let me pull up our little schedule here, and we're gonna go ahead and raid Randomania 2. They are in the middle of a Final Fantasy Randomizer tournament match. So when we're done here, we're gonna shoot it to them.
Really quick, I just want to thank Shadizia for restreaming us. I want to thank GoPT Lawyer and Choo Choo Lane for doing the commentary. Who did the tracking?
OPT did the tracking trail Z.
Thank you guys. Thanks, Randomania, and thanks, JJ. You're a hell of a player. You're the only person that's beaten me this whole tournament.
Thanks, Trails.
That's how powerful Trails is. He's taking everyone out to town, but JJ could not take 2 games off him. Trails was just too strong today.
Too strong. Technically, you're the only one that's beat me so far. So we've
Yeah,
got
that's true.
Yeah, so last words here, JJ Schmidt. Anything else to say about the tournament? I think you've enjoyed it, had fun with it.
No, yeah, this is awesome. It's a great community. And like I say, there's races of all different skill levels. It's a really easy one to join in, and you learn a lot really fast. So it might look intimidating face value, but give it a few weeks and you'll be running smooth.
Not bad, not bad. And I guess Trails, you're moving on. Final game. Any final words to our would-be semi-finalists who seek to challenge you?
Excuse me, repeat the question. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said, do you have any would-be words for Dig Shaker Unos who seek to challenge you? They will be marching up on your throne pretty shortly.
Nah, I'm not one with the fighting. I don't what with the fighting words or whatever. It's just I love the game, and I'm just happy to play and race whomever. JJ isn't out either. He faces off against the loser of those two. In a
right,
bronze
the
match.
bronze match. I completely forgot about that one.
Indeed, we have one of those. So obviously we have to wait for the next semifinals to finish up to schedule that. But yeah, it is not the last we will see of JJ in the Zelda II MaxRando tournament play.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. We'll see. If it's Dig Shake, we might see if he's not. I would be fair calling it a tribute loss to him if he's busy. He's got the newborn, so. But GG Trails, I'll be rooting for you either way. Rooting for the Vegas odds upset.
Always going to root for the Cinderella story here. The least expected person probably to win the tournament versus the most expected person. You never know. It could go either way.
All right, guys. Well, good playing. It was a great time to watch. I had to call 2 of your 3 matches, and like they've all been exciting. So thank you both for being in the tournament. Trails, good luck in the finals, and JJ, good luck in the bronze match, I guess. But no, great playing, and I know we'll be seeing you around in the standard tournament. I'm assuming, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. And the Dragon Warrior randomizer tournament's coming up about that same time. So
yes, that is true too. Awesome. All right. Well, guys, again, thank you very much. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. Q-Lane, any last words for our viewers before we head off to Randomania 2?
I'm just saying, just tune in tomorrow for tomorrow's game. Was at 3:30 p.m. or 3 p.m.
I think it's 3.
That is going to be an exciting match starting off between Unos and Dig Shake. It is going to be a highly competitive game there tomorrow. Make sure you see that game. But other than that, this is QQ out. Take care until next time.
Thank you guys again for helping out with everything.
Awesome, and no problem at all. It's been just fun watching. I love Zelda too, so this has been just absolutely awesome. But thank you all for watching out there. Again, want to give a quick shout out to our restreamer Shy Rasia. Get that little comment link out there, and guys, give our runners a follow, please. They absolutely deserve it. But yes, so anyway, we're gonna go again, head off to Randomania 2. We're gonna rate them. So guys, stay in the chat here, and let's go watch some Final Fantasy Randomizer, huh? This should be fun.
Sounds
Let's go.
exciting.
Have a good night, everybody.